Hello and welcome to this reading for the new moon for 1st of April 2022. This is an Aries full moon and we have 4 cards for our reading today, which is coming in on the energy of number 4, which also chimes very much with April, which is the 4th month of the year. Interesting to note that we have a new moon in tropical Aries while the sun is also in tropical Aries. So that's quite an interesting energy to be getting on with. So let's take a look at the cards that we have for today. We have the 5 of Fire, the 7 of Water, the Page of Air, and lastly, try and hold them together, the 4 of Water. Okay. So there are definitely some mixed energies here. So Aries Sun and Aries New Moon together, that's a lot of Aries. And looking at our cards, there's a lot of conflict there too. This new moon is not bringing in an easy energy. It's actually highlighting things that need to change, where we need to look at things, not just the bigger picture. It's highlighting details that we need to change, and that can be quite difficult to do because you're always told, oh, don't worry about the small things, don't make a fuss, it's not a big deal, it's not important. Actually, it might be. Think about if you have a stone in your shoe. We've all had that happen to us, I'm sure. It can be a teeny tiny little stone, but it feels like a boulder. It feels like someone's jabbing us with a knife in the foot. But it's a tiny, tiny little stone, which sometimes you can't even see when you try and get it out of your shoe. You turn your shoe upside down, you can't even see it, but it was there and you know it was hurting you. That's the energy for this new moon. The small things that really get under your skin are going to be coming to light. The things that really upset and annoy you are going to be on the agenda to be looked at whether you like it or not, okay? So things that you thought you could put up with or ignore, to be diplomatic, whether it's in relationships, at work, with family, those tiny little issues which may have a very big and important effect on your life are what's in focus. And it's going to be quite a challenging new moon, I can tell you. Unfortunately, these are not going to be easy issues to resolve either, which is why you kind of may have come to a compromise on certain things. So even though on the face of it, they may seem like very small compromises, Aries doesn't really like to compromise. The fiery energy of the ram is actually going to be pushing you to cut out what doesn't work and discard the things that no longer resonate for you. This could be something as small as you no longer allowing someone to borrow something of yours at work, a piece of stationery, your stapler, or something as big as actually quitting your job. Even though you thought you'd be able to put up with it for a bit longer, but you just can't do it anymore. It's that honest, in-your-face Aries energy, which is here to say, what the heck are you doing? That's what it's going to be asking you. So decisions and plans made on the new moon or changed on the new moon will probably not be very popular with a lot of people, or definitely not popular with everyone, or possibly with anyone. But the truth isn't always comfortable or easy for others to accept, and this is your truth, and that's incredibly important right now. If you've allowed people to take advantage of you, even if it seemed like a small or a minor inconvenience, it may feel a lot bigger now, much more of an inconvenience. So again, the energies of the new moon pushing us to find our tribe. If you've been watching my weekly forecast videos, you'll know this is something that's come up recently, the theme of finding your tribe, finding the people that really chime with you, really resonate with you. Find the people that do understand you, that won't try to take advantage, or at least who won't be grumpy and disrespectful when you draw a boundary that you need to draw. I want to bring in the theme of animal guides here today too. We all have animal spirit guides, if you didn't know that, as well as human spirit guides. It's a thing. Don't assume that you only have one either. A lot of people say, oh, who's my animal spirit guide? I'm like, well, you may have a zoo and not realize it. Your animal spirit guides will absolutely be stepping forwards to help in this whole situation around this new moon, and moving forwards as well to help you to follow through as well. Particularly if you have a wolf or a bear guide, you're going to really feel their influence here. They're very protective, very supportive energies coming through from animal spirit guides. So animal spirits are incredible teachers for us, and they're very good at teaching us who is our tribe, who is our pack, and who isn't, when you should pull back and when you should spend time alone. They don't take any nonsense, and these wild spirits have no problem baring their teeth when somebody oversteps a boundary or pushes them too far. Do spend time in meditation in the darkness of the new moon before the first crescent can be seen, and actually spend time connecting to your animal guides in that lunar darkness. These guides will be instrumental in helping us in this next phase of our spiritual journey as a collective and, also on an individual level. And they can teach us simple but forgotten lessons that all animals know, but humans tend to forget or have drummed out of them. So the last part of the message here is not to miss out on any opportunities. Just because you're too busy moping or being grumpy, don't miss out on opportunities. Don't cut your nose off to spite your face. No, the world isn't perfect right now. There's conflict, there's war, there's discord among people, nations, so much stress going on, arguing. People's health is not in a good place for many people. A lot of this stuff, a lot of the arguing is actually pointless, and actually you're not going to find people coming to a compromise because they're not looking for one. They're just looking to argue. But despite that, despite everything going on, you actually have a golden opportunity in front of you right now. We all have this opportunity. So in spite of everything happening on the world stage, on a local, national, community, international level, you still have beautiful opportunities, possibilities for joy, for happiness, and to help bring that to the world. And this is the point. This is the biggest spiritual point that I really need to make. We're currently in the time of the Great Awakening, and nobody said this was going to be easy. Okay. Did you think it would be a walk in the park? I was hoping it would be. Side note. you know, but maybe we thought we'd find ourselves in some nirvana where we could just sit and meditate in peace all day and wait for enlightenment to hit. Oh, wow, wouldn't that be wonderful? Apparently that's not the plan, spoiler alert. So our journey here is to awaken to greater truths while we are in this mess, while we are surrounded by this madness, to find peace within ourselves while the entire world around us loses its collective shit. So step up, my spiritual warriors. This is what you were born for. This is why you are here. So don't despair because the world looks a mess. All right, this is how it's meant to be right now. Find the peace, the wisdom, the joy inside of you and live it. Feel it. The ripple effect from your energy will actually help other people to do the same. And over time, we'll find ourselves in a world of true peace. This is how it happens. It's not instant, it's not quick, but this is how it works. It will not come from fighting. You cannot fight for peace. Let me just say that again. You cannot fight for peace, but you can create inner peace to achieve outer peace. And it's this beautiful, fiery Aries energy of this new moon that's giving us all a real boost forwards towards that. So thank you very much for watching this video. Please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share this video with a friend, and I will see you all again soon.